Who wouldn't want to start a press conference with a good old-fashioned gut punch? Mike Tyson is known for being calm and collected or anything. Fans must be absolutely shocked seeing Tyson throwing a punch outside the ring. I mean, that's so out of character for him. Maybe he just couldn't contain his rage at Jake Paul thinking he can step up to the legend just because he's a little older. But what really happened? Everyone knows Tyson is a fighter like no other. After landing a powerful punch on Jake, he boldly stated that on November 15th, Jake better be ready to put his career on the line because Tyson is not holding anything back. To prepare, Tyson has poured hours and hours into intense training. He's focused on making sure every move, every punch is as strong as it can be. This dedication shows just how determined he is to prove himself in the ring. Tyson, who was once the king of boxing, wants to show everyone that he's still got it. If Jake doesn't show up with everything he's got, Tyson won't be happy. He expects his opponent to put in the same effort and intensity that he's putting in himself. After all, Tyson has spent countless hours preparing, and he wants this fight to be a true challenge. Tyson's goal is to make it clear who the stronger fighter is. If Jake doesn't bring his A-game, Tyson will see it as a letdown, because, for him, this fight is all about proving he's still at the top. Jake, get ready for the fight. If you think you can beat me just because I'm older, you'd better train even harder. This old guy's gonna knock you out for sure. Everyone knows that this fight is part of the boxing business. Any anger or trash talk between Tyson and Jake is just to build excitement for the match. But Tyson is taking it more seriously than just a campaign. Once they're in the ring, the friendship they have doesn't matter anymore. Outside the ring, Tyson respects Jake and enjoys hanging out with him. They laugh, joke, and get along well when they're not fighting. It's all friendly, and they've shared some good times together. But all that changes on the night of the fight. The friendship stays outside those ropes. Nope. An enemy in the ring is someone who needs to be taken down. The principle I've lived by in the past is the same one that drives me today. Nothing has changed. This fight is going to be really tough for Jake. Why? Because Tyson has been saying again and again that Jake will regret challenging him. Tyson is set on making sure Jake understands the price of stepping into the ring with a legend like him. This fight won't be as easy as he might think. Tyson is determined to make Jake wish he had never set up this match. Because after this, Tyson says Jake will think twice before ever calling him out again. Tyson's goal is to leave such a strong impression that Jake remembers this fight forever. In case you didn't know, Tyson actually asked for shorter rounds for this fight. He thinks it will make the match more exciting and full of action. With shorter rounds, there's no time to waste, so both fighters will have to give it their all from the start. This change will keep fans on the edge of their seats. Some people have been saying that Tyson made a big mistake coming back to boxing, but Tyson isn't bothered by those critics at all. In fact, he had a strong answer for them. He wants everyone to see that he still has what it takes to put on a thrilling fight, even at his age. Now, let's go back to Tyson's reasoning for requesting shorter rounds. Shorter rounds mean more energy, more punches, and a faster pace. Keeping the action intense, Tyson wants to prove he's still a force in the ring and that his comeback is no mistake.
Frankly, you are too old to be fighting a guy who's 28.
Well, I'm beautiful. That's all I can say.
Besides the face-off that took a surprising turn, Tyson also announced at the conference that he's fit and ready to face Jake Paul next month. Despite some fans worrying about his health, Tyson assured everyone he's prepared for this big match against the YouTuber turned boxer. Originally, Tyson and Jake were supposed to fight on July 20th at the Dallas Cowboys Stadium in Texas. It was going to be a huge event, with people from all over coming to watch. But the fight had to be postponed because Tyson wasn't medically cleared to compete after he had an ulcer flare-up while on a flight back in May. Unfortunately, because of my ulcer flare-up, my doctor has advised me to ease up on my training for a few weeks so I can rest and recover. Now, the legendary boxer Tyson has made a new statement to calm everyone's worries. He announced that the fight with Jake Paul is definitely going to happen as planned. There won't be any more delays or changes to the schedule. Nothing will stop him from stepping into the ring this time. My body's in better shape now than it has been since the 1990s, and I'll be back to my full training schedule soon. Jake Paul, this might have given you a little extra time, but in the end, you'll still be knocked out and out of boxing for good. I appreciate everyone's patience, and I can't wait to deliver an unforgettable performance later this year. On the other hand, Jake Paul is getting ready for his big fight with Mike Tyson. The popular influencer isn't holding back when it comes to predicting what's going to happen in the ring. Jake is super confident and doesn't mind letting everyone know how he thinks things will turn out. Jake boldly shared his prediction, saying, "You're going to see Mike Tyson get knocked out in just a couple of weeks, and that's going to be a sight to behold." He believes he has what it takes to go up against Tyson and come out on top. Jake Paul, who is 27 years old, had a lot to say during a recent interview with the Star-Telegram. He made some bold comments and sounded very sure of himself, especially when talking about his future in boxing. During the interview, Jake shared his big dream. The goal is to become world champion and win one of the 4 major belts, and that'll happen in less than 24 months. That means he's aiming to become a top boxer in less than 2 years. He believes he has what it takes to reach the very top and compete for a major title. Jake has also made another big announcement. He said that after he defeats Mike Tyson this November, he plans to conquer both MMA and the NFL. Now, it's one thing to dream big, but can Jake really make it happen? MMA and NFL are very different from boxing, and they both come with their own tough challenges. Many people wonder if someone like Jake can really go from boxing to these other sports and find success. It's definitely not easy, even for the best athletes. After becoming boxing world champion, I'm going to become MMA world champion. And then after that, I'm going to go to the NFL. You know, I think there's a lot of mediocrity in the NFL, a lot of dropped passes. These guys don't have ends, even though that's what they get paid to do, and a lot of them are just boring. So I'm going to bring in marketing and business and catch balls. If you ask me, this is already a spectacular mess. I can only imagine the chaos that could unfold. But who doesn't love a good train wreck? So what do you think? Can this circus get even messier? Please comment down below.